What's up, guys? Marky Sales here. My new channel. I've been selling for on Amazon for a little while now, and I want to document some of the stuff I have here, some of the stuff I'm doing. So I'm getting ready to list some of my books that I found over the weekend. I found a bunch of new books at a local swap meet, and I wanted to fill you in on this. So if you're new to Amazon, there's a few ways you could do the Amazon selling situation. You could do selling. Selling as merchant fulfill, which means you ship it out, kind of like eBay or something like that. You know, someone pays, you ship it out to the customer directly. Or you could do FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, which is like you send a big box full of books. Amazon puts them on their storage racks, and as soon as it sells, they ship it to the customer with that 1 day Prime or 2 day Prime or whatever, and you don't have to worry about anything really. It's just all done for you. Now, sometimes in a situation like the one I'm in, you don't have enough stuff to send in as FBA because, let's say I ship this box out, which it wouldn't happen because that's not how this works. Normally, there's way more complications to sending to Amazon. It's still pretty easy, but it's not that simple. So let's say this was a box I was going to send to Amazon. There's only like 10 books in here. Shipping something like this through UPS would probably be like $7 to $10. And if I only have 10 books in there, that's $10 per book to ship to Amazon. Now, if your metrics work out and you're still profitable with that, then that's fine. But it can get way cheaper than that. Now, let's say you fill this whole book up with 30 books, and now, you know, after you do all your math and stuff, shipping might be like 50 cents a book, 25 cents a book. Way better and more profits for you. So that's why I'm not sending these out. I only have about 22 books, I think. And they're still profitable enough where I can send them on FBM. Sometimes on some items, FBM is the best way to deal to get profit. And also you sell faster sometimes depending on how fast the item sells. And you can get your money back and reuse it. So that's what I'm gonna do with these. I'm gonna list them up. I'm gonna be listing them. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'll show you right now, actually. I polybag it after I've already listed it because I don't want to open the polybag again. You don't have to polybag from what I heard, because if you're going to do FBM, I mean, you're shipping it to the customer. This is what the customer's going to see. So for me, if a customer sees it polybagged, they're probably like, oh, that's cool. But I'm pretty sure like if they open up their bubble mailer or their box, whatever you're sending it in, if they see a book, they're gonna be fine with it, right? I just like to add a little touch of like the poly bag. That's just me. I don't think you have to, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you poly bag your books? So I actually already listed these 3, and the way I did it was through the seller app. But let's go back to talking about how I source these books. So again, I got all these books at a local swap meet, and this guy who was selling at the swap meet had, like boxes and boxes and boxes. I just didn't have time because I run my own stand where I sell other stuff at that swap meet. So I was able to go early, and I spent like a good half an hour. I wasn't expecting at all to look for books, or at least find profitable books. So when I found these books, I was like, oh wow. And I just, I spent a good half an hour looking through the books, and I found some pretty good margins on a lot of these. But I didn't get to look through everything he had, and it was actually kind of a little bit of a gold mine. I just grabbed a few books because I did want to see how FBM works with books. But if I would have stood there, I'm sure I would have been able to source another like 40 or 50 books. But either way, so I used the seller app. I used Kiba. That's pretty much it. That's all I use. Seller app and Kiba. Figure out who's selling the cheapest, what Amazon is pricing their items at, if Amazon's on the listing or not, and I went with that. So I purchased about 20 books, like I said, all for about $1. A couple books were $2 from a different stand, because after I found all these books, I got kind of the bug, and I kind of kept looking, and I found some other books that were profitable, but the other stands had them for like $2. So all in all, I averaged the prices to about $1.25 a book. Maybe $1.40, and then plus the poly bag. I think the poly bag is like 15 cents or maybe 20 cents. So let's just round it up to $1.50 a book. But the profit on every book, especially since I went with new, because these are all books that I'll talk about the condition of the book in a little bit, but these are all going to bring me anywhere from $2 to about $10 in profit. Average probably about $3 to $4 in profit for all the books in general once they get sold. It's not bad for just, you know, sourcing for about half an hour-ish. Not even trying. I was just like, oh snap, look at these. So let's talk about how to source them exactly. So when you're looking at a book, you really want to make sure that you are checking it out really good. So let me show you an example of books that you might purchase an accident and then find out that maybe it's not that profitable. Give me a sec. So I have a few books here that I bought that turned out to be kind of duds. And I'll show you why. So when I was there, I was kind of rushed because there was someone else, maybe they were an FBA seller or something, but they were kind of rushing me through the boxes so they can get to the books themselves. So I was kind of like, and again, I wasn't ready, so I didn't have my. It was also 6 in the morning, so I was not running on much sleep. But anyways, I didn't notice that some of these were kind of used. And with books, if you find any writing on it or anything, it's not new anymore, right? It's used now. And that happened with some of these books that I didn't notice when I was sourcing them. So you really want to, if you can, take your time, but then again, time is money, so you know. So with these, actually, I forgot these 3 books were, you know, I'm not gonna sell them. Maybe I'll sell them as used, but for now, I'm not gonna list them at all. Immediately opened this when I got home and I saw that, and I thought, Jesus God, you know, dang, I did that. I didn't do that. I mean, someone did this, and I hadn't noticed it over there. If I would have just opened the book, I would have seen that. I just can't believe I didn't. And you know, it sucks because these books, I mean, this one was going to be a pretty decent profit. So now this is used, likely new, you know, used like new kind of. And maybe I'll list it later, but when it comes to books, used drops the price just crazy. So, and then this one, I forget why this one I didn't. I noticed that something was wrong with it. I think there was a folded page that I hadn't noticed, or maybe yeah, there you go. There's a folded page. Somebody dog-eared it right there. You can kind of see it. At which point it's not. You know, I don't want to risk a bad rating. Also, there's some scratches here. It might be the design. So this one, again, scrap it, more like used. And then there's this one that I thought was really awesome. And then there was some writing or some underlining somewhere, or a folded page or something. I forget what the reason was, but basically this one is not gonna work out. Also, I started seeing dents on some places, some real hard dents and stuff. And well, coming from like the trading card world of like, you know, collectible cards and stuff, I just feel like that book, it's not near mint. That's more like played. So I should have really kept an eye on that. But everything else is pretty good. So, but either way, apart from those 3, everything else was pretty good and pretty profitable. I also found that a lot of these like cookbooks and stuff like that, or diet help books, are just killer in profits, because normally they retail for a ton of money. So when you are able to get it for cheap and sell it on Amazon, or sometimes even for used, they'll come out to be a great deal. But like, let's just take a quick look at this one. You see here, it's supposed to be $35. Now, I mean, that would be the retail price. Amazon probably would have it for like 25 or something like that, and you just sell it for whatever you sell it for. But a lot of these, like that one, I think was going to make me like $9 profit or so if I send it in FBA. With FBM, I'm probably going to make like 5 or 4. But if you think about it, I mean, like, I bought it for like 170 or whatever, you know, 160, 150. That's nothing, you know? I mean, that's a great profit. I'm sorry, not nothing. That's great ROI. So as far as I'm concerned, that was a great deal, and I'm gonna let it sit on my shelf and FBM it. Now, if the reason why I'm not FBAing it, I don't have enough items. But as soon as I do have enough items, if any of these books have not sold as FBM, I will toss them in with my new batch and ship them out to FBA, because I know that FBA will get more money for them. But for now, I really want to try my luck with books. I did books with FBA and they were fine. They sold great, but I really want to try FBM. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I guess I'm gonna polybag them all, list them up, and then that's pretty much it. So leave a like if you can, guys. Follow my little hustle I got going on. Like I said, I do FBA, I do FBM. I also buy collections. I buy cards, sell cards from different trading cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. So this is not gonna be a Pokemon channel or anything like that. This is gonna be a resellers channel. So if you want to follow, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll get a little alert whenever I post something new. I did come up with some cool stuff recently, so I can show you that. We can talk about ungating later on. But yeah, it's mostly retail arbitrage, like I said, and reselling. And that's all I got for now, guys. Peace.